The Eternals make a lot of sense, especially with a movie coming out in November, but patience, my friend, that's not the team that I've been hearing.
There are hot new rumors about this Weapon X team and what it means in Marvel Strike Force. And we're also discussing the rumors about the team coming after Weapon X. And we're getting to the rest of your questions from the mailbag, guys. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. And this is the Monday mailbag, guys. We do this every Monday, sometimes on Sundays. But if you want your question potentially answered on one of these Monday mailbags, make sure you are a member of the Discord. The link is down below. But without further ado, let's go and talk about the big news over the weekend. It was this announcement of Omega Red and his kit coming to Marvel Strike Force. I was hoping that this would be a solution for tech. Drew was hoping. He heard some rumors that this would be a solution for tech, but it looks like he's not. He's going to have the villain, global, mutant, controller, Weapon X, legendary, so no tech. Is he going to be a help in the mutant lanes in Doom, or is this strictly going to be a war offense team? We will have to see and look at the kits for these other characters coming to Marvel Strike Force. Silver Samurai, Lady Deathstrike, but back into the game. I think the big other thing with this kit announcement, and this is just a big wall of text, guys. Yes, he's going to be a very strong character. And if you want to see my full reaction to this kit, make sure you check out the video that we did on Friday about the full reaction there. But I think the other big thing here, in addition to his kit and what role Omega Red is going to do, it is going to be this unlock method. Little controversial. I know some people are very excited about the Secret Avengers becoming farmable. I, for one, not really happy that players that were able to purchase strike passes are not going to be able to unlock Omega Red. Even if you bought both strike passes, not able to unlock Captain Sam. Now, I know there needs to be some exclusivity. Jeez, that took a little while to come out, but there should be some exclusivity with these legendary characters. But I feel that if players are buying these offers, they should at least unlock these legendaries. That is my feelings, though. Let me know your thoughts on this. Nick Fury, Winter Soldier. The Secret Avengers are the unlock method to Omega Red. All right, but without further ado, let's go into the questions, because we have a visit very early on from Drew, the rumor guy, coming up very soon. Yo, Valley, greetings from the Golden State. Jumping right into it, I drank too much water over the weekend, but I had a vivid dream about the sun's fire and SPF 60 down to the beach on a PCH as Mercury Marauder passed me by. The dream took me past the Stuffed Surfer in Newport, and I woke up famished. Am I supposed to have a question here? Is that a question? I think I need to lay off the heavy drinking in the weekends. Maybe, but I think there may be some clairvoyance in your question here. So let's go to our clairvoyant friend here, Drew, the rumor guy. What is up, Drew? Can you explain these rumors here? Is asking if Apocalypse ever came to the game, who would you want to see as the fourth horseman? So have you been hearing about these four horsemen? I know we talked about it a little bit on a video about some rumors, but what have you been hearing, Drew? What are the rumors about these horsemen?
Oh, Valley, I'm glad to be back 2 weeks in a row. Now, I've been hearing the same rumors for Omega Red coming as that pestilent member of Apocalypse's four horsemen. You also mentioned the sun is fire, waking up famished. Well, those go along with the rumors that I've been hearing for Sunfire coming as the horseman Famine. Yes, those rumors are also heating up. And so are the rumors of Angel coming as the horseman Death. But for War, I haven't heard any rumors surrounding this character, but I do have some new rumors surrounding a Bio Raid team.
And who is this mysterious new team that you speak of, Drew? Is it the Eternals? I know the Eternals movie is coming out in November. It's been long speculated that this is a team coming to Marvel Strike Force. Is this the team that you're talking about?
Oh, Valley, Eternals make a lot of sense, especially with a movie coming out in November, but patience, my friend, that's not the team that I've been hearing.
Oh, don't worry, Drew. We will be coming back to you in just a few minutes. I'm glad it's not frothy time yet. But let's get to this question. I guess I'm supposed to answer this one. If Apocalypse ever came to the game, who would you want to see as the four horsemen? So, bombshell dropped. I don't know if it's a bomb drop. I think it's something that we've been hearing for a while. But the missing horseman, according to the current rumors, is War. Who would I want to see for War to fill this fourth spot? Obviously, I don't know if Slick Rick fits into that spot. I know Yelena was supposed to have a slick animation. So disappointed that the Nature Boy was not brought into the game. But if I had to pick someone for the fourth horseman, I know there's a lot of good horsemen out there. Gambit has been a horseman. Wolverine has been a horseman. Hulk has been a horseman. I think I'm going to pick somebody a little different, though. I'm going to go with Havoc. The reason I'm picking Havoc is he's been mentioned previously by Jason Bender in interviews in the past as someone potentially coming as a 5th member of this X Factor team. And I think I would like to see this team rounded out. I know they're doing a lot of what they should do right now in War Offense, even without a 5th. But if maybe we get a 5th, that could have that dual role with Apocalypse and make it another Heroes for Hire counter. I would be very happy with that. But that is me just not liking that Heroes for Hire as much. Valley, non-MSF question here. I proposed to my girlfriend of 5 years on the 10th. We're so excited to take this next step together. Oh, that is awesome news, my brother. Congratulations on that. And all right, so what general advice would you give to a young couple moving into marriage? And what advice would you give to a young man who's planning to be a father within the next few years? Thanks a ton, man. All right, I don't know if I'm the best qualified to answer this question, so I can only speak from my personal experience and what's worked for myself and my wife. We've been married over 12 years, and my kids, they're almost 10 years old now, so I have a little bit of experience, but I know what's worked for me, and maybe not be universal for everybody. But I think what you guys are doing is right. You guys have been going out for 5 years. You know each other. You know each other's flaws. You know each other's positives. So I think not rushing is the first key, and you guys are doing that well. And some things that's worked for myself and my wife. One of the big things, communication. You know, you're going to have disagreements, but as long as you could communicate and try to keep emotion out and try to keep things on the argument. I'm speaking to you like you don't know relationship though, but you know this. You've been in there 5 years, so I think for us communication has worked well. And I think another thing that we have as well, we have separate interests. There's some things that I'm interested in. There's some things that my wife is interested in, and I think that helps us so that, you know, we miss each other, but there's also things that we're interested in together. So there's things that we do separate. We have our own stuff, our own, I got my YouTube, I got jujitsu, my wife has her stuff. And then we also have things that we enjoy together as well. So I think that's important to have your own stuff that you enjoy and stuff that you enjoy to do together. That's the best that I can think of off the top of my head, brother. There's probably a lot more, but I hope that helps as a start. But I think what you guys are doing is right. You waited for a while. Now, as far as kids, this is another area that I try my best, but I don't know if I'm the expert here. And as far as what has worked for me, I noticed myself, I'm not as patient as I should be. So patience, I think, is something that's important, and being honest with them, with the kids. You know, I don't like, I never liked when I saw parents that are like, oh, you do this and you'll get that, even though they have no intent of doing that. I always wanted to be honest with my kids. So I'm like, you know, I explain things in a simple way. One thing that's helped me with my kids is listening to the Jocko Warrior Kid podcast. The way that he explains to kids, this thing that helped me realize, you know what, I got to do a better job of explaining things in simple terms so that they understand stuff. So patience, you know, being able to explain things, being able to not get as frustrated when they're doing stuff, because a lot of times when kids don't do things properly, it's because they don't know. So being aware of that, patience, honesty, and that goes for your relationship with your wife as well, you know, so all that stuff. And I hope this helps. I know my answer was a little all over the place, but like I said, I hope it helps. And congratulations again, brother. That is really, really awesome news that you got there. All right, just a follow-up question from the mailbag. The first mini boss in the game 4.3, you can't use Heroes for Hire. You could only use aim, Brotherhood, or shield. So I got the node mixed up in last week's question. The node before the Heroes for Hire. All right, once I pass that, I can use Heroes for Hire. They're good enough to get through that. I just got past the damn Psylocke node in the first lane mini boss. All right, and we also have an answer here. Alsace also uses his Brotherhood team on that, but Mystique, Sabretooth are ginormous. Now, I don't know that raid, so I don't. This doesn't come from a place of firsthand experience, but thinking about these teams that you mentioned there. Brotherhood, you got a really good character in Magneto there with that blind. Is very good that initial wave and could help with some damage reduction there. But the problem with Magneto has long cooldowns, and on that Brotherhood team, you don't really have anybody that heals directly. So Shield may be your option. Aim may be your option. You got Scientist Supreme there. I wouldn't use her ultimate, but maybe using your special and just relying on that passive to potentially bring somebody back to life that may die. So Scientist Supreme is an option there as well. You also have Nick Fury, who just got a slight rework and is a little better, maybe needed for that Secret Avengers team. So you're not wasting a lot of resources putting them into Nick Fury there. And another healer is Shield Medic. Not a very good character nowadays, but she can give you heal if you're not sustaining these nodes. Yo-Yo, if you're not being a protector, Yo-Yo could help with some damage reduction as well. And let's not forget, last but not least, our girl Quake helps with that as well. Helps with slowing characters. And if you've already built her in the past for Inhumans, she could work pretty good as well. But you got some good shield characters. And if you've already built Maria Hill, you're not going to be able to use that full Secret Avengers team. But if you've already built up Maria Hill, you have a partial Secret Avengers with her and Nick Fury. Although, strangely enough, they have zero synergy in the game together. So those are my recommendations. Again, this is not based on first-hand experience. I don't run that node, but if you guys, the Valley Club, have some experience with those nodes and have some specific teams that work well, Gamma 4.3 on that node before you could use Heroes for Hire, let me know in the comments, guys. But those are some thoughts off the top of my head, and hope that helps you. All right, greetings. We all know the characters that have not been performing as their kits read. I think I have a simple solution to that devs could use to appease the community regarding the way their kits for the new tunes. We want your thoughts. What if the devs change their punctuation at the end of the kit to a question mark? So, for example, Shang-Chi's special would, on war defense, spill speed bar by 75%? Maybe? Okay, it may not appease the community, but at least it will be accurate. You know what? I think accuracy will help to appease the community. And if we put question marks on the end of every character's kit, it's going to be working as intended, because it may work as it's read. It may work in a totally different way, but that question mark there indicates that it could work whatever random way it wants. So yes, I agree. I think a question mark at the end of all of these kits would be very, very good and make it accurate. All right. So, hey, Valley, thanks for touching my question last week. Now, this was the question about the Dark Dimension runs. Those people that are taking 5 minutes just beating this stuff really, really quickly. There was a question there about how do these get done? Are these people cheating? There was another question there about putting this on airplane mode. Is that what people are doing? And this is a response to both of those questions. If you want to see those original questions, those are actually covered in the past 2 Monday mailbags about some separate things for some some low time runs for Dark Dimension. All right, I do these runs for fun. It's just for fun. It's just for the power creep team. You want to do it from right to left. Shatterstar, Thanos, Black Bolt, Longshot, and Zemo. Good luck with your run. That sounds like a team that could smash in Dark Dimension 1, probably smash in Dark Dimension 2. I don't know if you could fully auto it and get those kind of numbers, but it may take practice, and confirms that is not done in airplane mode. You can legit just auto it that fast. All right, so yes, I guess let's test this out, Valley Club. This team, Shatterstar, Thanos, Black Bolt, Longshot, Zemo in Dark Dimension 1, Dark Dimension 2. How fast can they do this on full auto, guys? Let me know. And thank you, brother, for the tips, because I know some of the Valley Club was wondering about these speed runs in Dark Dimensions, the older Dark Dimensions. Hey, Valley, hope you're doing well, brother. I hope you're doing well as well. I'm still confused by Cloak and Dagger release method. Unless my math is off, which it very well could be, it seems like it's not possible to recruit either of them without spending money. Is my math correct? And is Scopely really so greedy to lock these 2 characters behind a paywall? The reason for the confusion is the previous pass, I could unlock all characters still obtained as free-to-play. So with the passes as a free-to-play per player, you're going to be able to unlock 50 shards of the character on that free-to-play path. So if you're doing Cloak and Dagger, you could do 50 each. And, that's going to leave you with a shortage of 50. Now, there's also 2 blitzes coming. Now, these blitzes, you're going to be able to open these or earn these fragments for these luminous orbs. And you can choose to open either cloak or dagger with them. Now, if you do the strike passes, both of them, the free-to-play path, that's going to give you that 50, like I said. And if you can score enough through the ranking rewards and those milestone rewards in those blitz and get more than 50 shards, or I guess it'll be those luminous orb fragments. You can get enough to get more than 50 shards for each of those characters. You should be able to unlock them as a free-to-play player, but this is unlocking them. This is not building them up to a usable level in the Mystic sections of Doom 1.0 or 1.1. This is just unlocking them. So yeah, and this is at the end of both of those strike passes, which take 28 days each. So at the end of both of these strike passes, which is well into October, that is when you could unlock both of these characters as a free-to-play player. I know it feels crappy, but I guess technically it's right. It just doesn't feel right because it takes so long. We're going to be into this next patch before a lot of players unlock both of these characters. So yeah, it doesn't feel good, but I guess technically you can unlock them. It's just going to be a long time down the road. Valley, why as Colossus never gets pulled into a group by Polaris or Magneto? Wouldn't he be the most likely person to be affected? Yeah, if he's metal. Magneto does whatever he wants to Colossus, can throw up the ball, throw him into space. Polaris, I think she can too because she's Magneto's daughter, although I don't know all the powers for her off the top of my head. But I guess so. I guess if you were looking for the real answer, it's probably because he has some crazy resistance and he's just resisting the pull that they do. But yeah, thematically, he should have like lower resistance against Magneto or Polaris because he can control metal. And he's metal, so they should be able to do whatever they want with him. You're exactly right, MV Tennis. Devs, come on, let's get some thematic elements into Marvel Strike Force that fits with the way these characters work in the comics and in the MCU. All right, Valley. Bit of a two-part question here about the raids. With the trend of releasing new Doom raid teams, it's not crazy to think about Tech Team and the Bio Team are coming. So for Tech, who do you think would be a cool team? I feel like the Weapon X team is going to be a war team. Yeah, unfortunately, this proved to be right. I was hoping that we would get some tech relief, but I guess we could still be crossing our fingers for Silver Samurai. Maybe they'll get that tech tag and help even as a war team. Maybe Lady Deathstrike will get that tech tag. But yeah, as soon as we saw the kit for this dude right here, Omega Red, I think that kind of went out the window when we didn't see any tech tag for Omega Red, unfortunately. Yeah. All right. But as far as who I want to be the tech team, honestly, I don't think it really matters. Give me the character, though. Give me the character that will beat Doom 2 whenever that comes, so I could get into Dark Dimension 5 on Unlock Dormammu. That is the big prize for me, not this character. So I don't know who's a tech character that's not in the game. Let me just think of somebody that would fit off the top of my head. Let's go with geez, I can't even think of any tech characters that I want. Let's go with Forge from X Factor. I don't know. We were talking about X Factor before. He was a character there, so Forge is my character. Although he would be a mutant. He would be a mutant tech as well. So maybe double tags. All right. As far as Bio, hold on. I feel like the Weapon X team is going to be a war team. Power Armor rework, that would be nice as well. If we got maybe a Hulkbuster or something, I like that. As far as Bio, I'm praying that they release a new symbiote or something to make them better since I've invested so much into them. But I thought of this, and I thought this would be a decent alternative. What if they made a true Spider-Verse team with Spider-Man, Miles rework, and came with Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Woman, or any other version of a Spider-Verse character? What teams do you think are coming for these portions of the raid? I hate how most popular characters are trashed in the game. Yeah, so I mean that's with a lot of hero collectors that is going on for a while, and they're releasing characters over time. You know, the popular iconic characters are probably going to be trashed because they're released early on to get people interested in the game, and newer characters need to be stronger to overshadow them so people buy them, and that's just kind of how these games are. But Drew said he's coming back. I think it may have been another question that he's referring to, because I don't remember him talking too much about a Spider-Verse team anytime in the past few weeks. I know Ramadex was talking about Null as a Spider-Verse team, maybe a rework to symbiotes. I know way back in the day, Drew was talking about a potential Gothic Spider-Man team, but as we know, things shift so quickly at Scopely. That may have been done and green lit and red lit all within a few minutes. So I don't know what's happening at the Gothic Spider-Man team, but I know Drew is coming back with the rumors about a potential solution for BIOS. So we're gonna have to wait for that one. We're gonna have to wait a little bit longer to fully answer that question. Hey, Valley Greens from Singapore. I noticed on Omega Red's kit, the passive mentioned that on spawn, he drains the enemy's health. While for Heroes for Hire team, they mentioned that when health is full and not charged, the Heroes for Hire will gain charge. Do you know which ability on spawn occurs first? If it's Omega Red's passive, does that counter the Heroes for Hire passive and preventing them from gaining charge? So it's hard to say on this. That's probably the way it's intended. It's probably designed that this Weapon X fully counters even on Sim for these Heroes for Hire. And unfortunately, what I've been hearing, that is the way these teams are tested. So right now, I'm hearing that these Weapon X team is not working properly because of that added heal for Shang-Chi. So yeah, maybe, who knows how it's supposed to work, but I don't even know if the devs know how it's supposed to work. Who's going to go first in this scenario? Is it that right-left passive scenario? Usually the team on the right side of the screen has a little bit of advantage and they have their passive go first. So if that was true, Heroes for Hire being on war defense, then I would say Heroes for Hire goes first. They don't gain their they do get their charges, and then it's the Weapon X team to clean up after that. But I don't know. We got to find out the kits for these other two characters. We'll see if they're tech. We'll see if there's some other kind of mutant team in there. And yes, honestly, though, I don't think the devs even know. I don't think they've played with this team. I think they do a lot of simming, and their sim tests may or may not be working. And maybe they'll get it to the point that these sims of the Weapon X versus Heroes for Hire will actually do what it's supposed to before it's released, but who knows? But my guess is the right side is going to go first, which means that Heroes for Hire war defense is going to get that first charge. But we will see when it comes to the game. So many bugs, it's hard to predict. So unpredictable with this game. What is up? Greetings from the DFW as well. What is up, my neighbor? All right, two things I'd like to pitch your way today. First, since they are reworking war and looking at ways to help alliances monitor members, I have a suggestion. How about a third tier to alliance leadership system like a lieutenant, lowest rank leader, and they can start raids and recruit, but can't kick players or mark in ways. Great ways to test upcoming members who want to be captains. I like it. Give someone some low responsibility, let them do their things, and ease some responsibility off some other members. I like that. Hopefully Scopely does as well, and hopefully if they implement this, they won't break the game and screw everything up in alliances and force everybody get kicked and all that stuff. All right, number two. What do you think about them creating a Phoenix Force team? In the comics, normally Phoenix, Colossus, Namor, Cyclops, Emma, I believe. What if they create a synergy for that team? I would like it. Or introduce Magic, like that teased in the past as a fifth. I think it would be a great team, especially after seeing Weapon X team that's soon to come. On a side note, I thought we'd get Abomination because of him being on Shang-Chi, but maybe a Hulk rework after the Thunderbolts. Shout out to my buddy Thor. Volley smash. All right, so a lot of themes. I would like a Phoenix team. I think the likelihood of this team coming, unfortunately, because all of these characters are out already, I think is very low. Because where would Scopely make their money? On creating an awesome team with characters already in the game that they can't sell you. Phoenix is in the game, Colossus is in the game, Namor's in the game, Cyclops, Emma, they're all in the game. I don't see them reworking 5 characters to make this awesome team that players don't have to spend any money on. So maybe they would and go out of context, go out of what traditionally happens in the comics and add a couple more members of the team that aren't in the game. So I think that could be likely. But I haven't heard any rumors about it, and Drew hasn't mentioned anything to me about this team. So maybe not in 2021, but maybe sometime in 2022, brother. Hey, Valley, would you rather have 3 of these pieces, or would you rather have more of these 3-piece teams show up, or larger teams with plug-and-play diversity in game modes like Fantastic Four? I actually like these 3-piece teams, honestly. I think it gives us more selection. It gives us more choice in how we want to use these characters. And I think that's good. I think that was something that's been missing for the past few years or so. Back very early in year 1, we had a lot of selection. We could choose different teams, different characters on different teams. Yondu worked very well with Black Widow and Captain America. There's a lot of non-cookie cutter teams and a lot of diversity in the meta, and I like that. Since they've started introducing these 5-piece teams, we've kind of gotten away from that, but I would like to see it return. So I'd like these 3-piece teams, and I think their intent of releasing these 3-piece teams is to give us more selection, more variety in the teams that we use. So I do like them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments though, guys. ValleyFlyin, good morning. I'm on the fence boss with Weapon X team. I would like your thoughts. I see one of 2 paths. Weapon X will be the new Mutant Doom Raid team, totally devaluing X-Men. And based on what we saw in the blog post, this being a war offense team designed to counter Heroes for Hire, I think that is unlikely, unfortunately. But maybe we, when we get the kits for Lady Deathstrike and Silver Samurai, they'll have some kind of synergy there. But I don't see them as a mutant team. They just gave us Axeman. I think they want us to go in a different direction with this, but this may just be a war team. I don't know. Silver Samurai Deathstrike will partner with Ultron Yellow Jacket. Yeah, I said it, and Vision. And some awesome tech build for the new Doom tech lanes. I would like that. Silver Samurai, Deathstrike. On War, they go with Weapon X. On Raids, they go with Ultron, Yellow Jacket, Vision. That could be pretty cool. I know some people were saying that there were rumors of Ultron getting a team for the tech lanes and Doom, and that I wouldn't be opposed to that. So I like this. I like these rumors. Let's see what happens. ValleyFlyin, do you think that if we get a new symbiote that replaces Venom, we could get Venom on a Thunderbolts, which could include a rework to Venom, Green Goblin, introduce Songbird, Red Hulk, Moonstone, maybe as a war offense team, and beat Heroes for Hire since Venom on the symbiote, since he's lost as the most replaceable member. Yes, I think it is possible that we get a Thunderbolts team. Now, whether Vision or Venom gets off of the symbiotes, goes onto that team, I think that is a question. But I know Drew was sticking around. Are you still around? Answer some questions. There's been a few questions that mentioned the Thunderbolts here. What is going on with the Thunderbolts, brother Drew?
Okay, your patience paid off, Valley. Yes, I knew there was a question about the Thunderbolts, and that is the team that I've been hearing about. I know the Eternals, they have their movie coming out in November. That makes a lot of sense, but I've been hearing a lot of rumors about the Thunderbolts and 2 characters. One of them, you already know you're going to need for the Omega Red unlock, and that is Winter Soldier and his bio tag, a part of this bio raid team. The other character is the Abomination, a character that I didn't know, Valley. You have been wanting in the game for a while. Unfortunately, not a part of a Gamma team, a part of a potential bio raid team. Those are the characters that I've been hearing about. Some rumors floating about Thunderbolt Ross, but nothing confirmed yet. So that's the latest. That is what I've been hearing. If you are hearing anything different, Valley Club, let me know in the comments. But chew on that. I need to go. It is frothy time, but don't worry, I'll be back.
Drew, those rumors do make sense. I was thinking Eternals for the longest time. I was thinking Eternals, November. They're going to be the new dominant arena team taking over for Infinity Watch. And as we get closer and closer to November, I'm not sure if that is what is going to happen. And it may be the Thunderbolts, like you were saying. And there is evidence in the recent strike time to look at that. Let's look at Cerebro. Behind him, not only do we have a comic of Angel here, or Archangel, which would substantiate the rumor about Omega Red and the Horseman. It is also a Thunderbolt comic. So both rumors with one comic. Let me know your thoughts on that, guys. Are you leaning towards the speculation of Thunderbolts coming in November? Or are we going with our original theories that the Eternals are coming in November? Let me know your thoughts. I want to hear your predictions, guys. I am not sure anymore, but there is a lot more evidence that Thunderbolts are coming rather than the Eternals. But yes, it could go either way. As we know, things at Scopely change in an instant. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for submitting questions. Hopefully this clears up more of the rumors rather than starting more new ones. But yeah, we will have to see what happens. We know things switch very quickly at Scopely, so we don't know what they're going to do to switch things. If they have plans, if they have no plans, or they're doing things randomly. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Check me out on Twitch in the mornings with the Valley Club in the morning, where we stream some Marvel Strike Force and some Future Revolution. Give me that Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out. Have a great rest of your day, guys.